Hello, everybody. Hello, can you hear me? I don't see the chat button here for some reason. Yeah, it's starting to light. The snow is starting to light up right now. Lighten up right now. So I see we have one person in there. Can you hear me on your side? I'm just using the microphone from the iPad. If so, I can see the live chat, but I can't get my keyboard to come up to type. So if you say that you can hear me, I'll just respond. Oh, cool. Hello, Adam. This is I'm in Denver, Colorado, and we got snow. I just thought I would do a little live stream off my iPad. Just to let everybody know I'm still live here. It started snowing, I think, yesterday. And the day before yesterday, we were going to start our yard work, getting our yard together before spring sprung, and last year I was like a couple months shy of getting out and getting my butt going, and it took me all summer to get to where I wanted to go with my yard, and all of a sudden fall comes along. So this year we're going to start in March. I need to cut some of these branches. See that big branch hanging over the sidewalk gate there? I want to cut that down. I'm going to trim back these bushes and trees over here, and I want to trim the hedge. We got a big hedge out in front. I want to trim that back. And the ground isn't too bad. Maybe about an hour or so of just clean up. Now the backyard's a different thing. We have trees back there, and there's leaves and branches. It'll come up down over the winter time, and that's going to take probably 2 days to do that one. So I want to start out here in the front yard. We just got a new roof. We're getting our awnings put up over the windows now. We have two more awnings that have to be put up. And one of the things that I'll be doing soon is next week I will, weather's probably not going to be any better. So the only thing I can really get out now to do is like live streaming the International Space Station as it flies over Denver. And I got the telescope mount all set up. It's covered up and it looks like a snowman right now. Next week, I'm going to be doing an unboxing live stream. Apple has announced 2 days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, that there's a new iPad 2020, and it has this unbelievable case with the keyboard, but the iPad floats above the keyboard. And I'm kind of, I got the keyboard just now, and I'll get the iPad on Wednesday, and maybe Thursday, definitely Friday, I'll just do a half hour of unboxing. I was thinking about doing the setup and everything, but we all know how setups go. So I'm just gonna 86 this setup part. I mean, it should go smoothly, but then there's sometimes, you got to put this password in, you got to do this, you got to scratch your left leg. Because I'm just going to copy this iPad over to the newer one. And after I get it set up and running, I'll do a live stream. I usually mark it, what do I say? Something about my astronomy man cave. You know, I'll just have a camera set up that shows my whole operation set up, and one camera that shows me over in the bottom right hand corner, and so I'll probably just do it that way after I do the setup, just to see how everybody. And I'll plug the iPad in so you can see during the stream what the new stuff is and how it's supposed to work and everything. It's supposed this new iPad is supposed to be the cat's meow now. Now I have the first iPad Pro. I think it's 2017. These are 12, almost 13-inch iPads. And last year I got the 2018, 2018, even though it was 2019, because I really needed it. And then when this thing came out, Apple's sending it to me, let's see, like I said, next Wednesday, I'll get it. And we'll just see how it goes. I use the iPad a lot for controlling my cameras, controlling my telescope, controlling my camera settings, and I just got an update to control my cameras and stuff. All I have to do is say, "Hey Siri, camera 5," and it'll go to camera 5. I don't have to touch anything. And I want to try that out too. So that's what's happening in Networks here. And let's see, I've been streaming for 10 minutes and 38 seconds. And there goes Xfinity. For all you Xfinity people out there, you go to my channel, you'll see my setup. I also installed a couple weeks ago an 85-inch 4K TV. So when there's meteor showers or lunar eclipses of that sort, or when the ISS, the International Space Telescope, flies over, I can see it, because a lot better than on a 27 inch. I got two 20, or really three 27-inch 5K monitors, but the big screen makes it easier for me to see meteors and stuff like that. And I forgot what my point was. See what happens when you're having fun? But I got that big TV in there. And, oh, I know what I was going to say. We have a 65-inch 4K Sony in the living room. And we just had the old cable box, 1080p and everything. And then when I got this newer TV, I upgraded that box down there to a 4K Comcast cable box. Now what's nice about this cable box, I don't have to have a cable line running into that my room there. Takes everything off Wi-Fi. So all I have is a power plugged into the power and plugged into the TV. I don't have to mess with. But boy, the 4K stuff on there, movies, Amazon Prime, Apple TV is just stunning. But what's also nice, compared to the old one that was 1080p, this box upscales everything to 4K. And it does a pretty good job of upscaling. So, let's see, I think we still have one person in the room there. We're live streaming for the last almost 14 minutes. So as you can see, I'm not only can't get out to go anywhere, I'm permanently quarantined right now, whether I like it or not. Ooh, we lost everybody. Oh, what a shame. Alright, that's okay. Yes, I do. I'm back. Let's see, is there anybody in here? Yeah, we got one person in here. No, we got none. That's okay. Life goes on even without me. I'm going to finish drinking this cup of coffee, and that's going to be it. people. So how are we doing? How's everybody doing right now? Hello? It's cold in here. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Yeah, I think this is just this 720p. It's not 4K. Yeah, I didn't want to bring my misery right now in high definition 4K. We'll just settle with live in color 720p. Remember that old NBC thing? Because their logo is the peacock. Any channel would, any show would come on just before. We got a color TV back in 1962. And NBC would come on when it go from Bonanza to The Wonderful World of Disney to Bonanza. Before the Bonanza show would come on, they'd show this peacock, and its feathers would extend out, and it would say live in color. But see, back then, you had to adjust your color for every show because there was no standard. So you spent half the show trying to get the right color, because trying to color correct on the first color TVs before they had that automatic tune and all that stuff. And these were not only a CRT, they were tubes inside the TVs, and then if you the only remote control my parents had was me. Go change it to channel 2, channel 6, channel 9. We only had 3 channels. So those were the days. And then we got rid of the rabbit ears. For you that don't know what rabbit ears are, just Google it. Inside antenna. And it'll look like rabbit ears. We got an outside antenna, and when you went from one channel to the other, you had to go outside and turn the antenna to face that their broadcast antenna. And then every so often you had to go out there and turn the antenna just to fine tune it here and there every once in a while. So when you went to channel 2, you had to turn it this way, and then you had to turn it to the west for channel 9 or whatever, and channel 6 you had to tune it to the east, and then if you wanted to do what's called UHF, those are channels. You'll notice there's not on the old TV, there's not a channel 13. I believe it started at channel 12 or 14. So you had 2 tuners, 2 through 12, and then 14 through 83, I think that's how many UHF channels we had. And those had to use a round antenna. Things get complicated. All right, let's stop with the history by Dave on TVs in the early 60s. Nowadays, just hooking up that cable box from Comcast was click here, I'm done. Really? Used to be you had to put password in, do this, do that, scratch your right leg instead of your left leg. And then all you have to do is pair your remotes. Within half an hour you're off and going. As long as it takes you is to find an outlet to plug the cable box into. And now, only one company has announced cameras, and I guess you still call them DSLRs. DSLRs, I don't use one. I use a Sony mirrorless camera, and I use those for my 4K streaming. I have 3 of those, and I can switch from one camera to the next and to the next. Canon has announced nobody's touched one yet, 8K. I'm already messing around with 8K. I can kind of how do you say it? So kind of do like a 8K, but not live stream. But Canon has announced that their next DSLR is going to be 8K, and if you've ever seen 4K, because I remember when 1080p was out, people say, you don't need anything more than that. Nah. I can see the difference between 1080p and 4K. And if you ever see 8K, you'll just go like, really? And then I guess a couple years from now, when I get to 16K, you'll go, you have to see 16K. So, I've been in video all my life, so I've worked with VHF half-inch, half-inch beta, Sony beta, 3/4 inch, that's tape, that's U-matic, that's getting into professional realm. Never got into the 1 inch or the 2 inch tape, because those were hundreds of thousands of dollars, those machines. They weren't cheap. And I started off with CCDs back then that were this picture of postage stamp, but they were only like half inch, and some of them were 1/4 inch. Well, I'm working with sensors and cameras now that are 1.5 inches, almost 1.5 inches, pretty much 1.5 inches now. So when you go from half inch, and the half inch, the cameras I use right now, they shoot stills in 8K, really bigger than 8K. I guess you can take stills and put them together and kind of make a video, and that's you can do that. But I get stuff 8K raw footage video, and I've been playing around with it. It's kind of cool. That's when you have to start upgrading all your equipment. I was gonna hold out for the 2019, the new MacBook Pro 8-core laptop that is just screams. Yeah, I saw the iPad, so we're gonna go with that for now. Everything I have I can still use. I'm not struggling to make it work. And I'm also waiting for Sony to come out with the S7, let's see how the 7S, Alpha 7S 3 camera. I've got the number 2 camera. And I'm waiting for them to come out with their new mirrorless camera, because the version before, it's a kick-ass camera. The low light in it is unbelievable. That's why I can get down to 6th magnitude stars here in Denver, and it's light pollution. We got light pollution. So I like rambling like this because when I do a live stream, I have a little picture in a picture box with me over in the right hand corner, and it just makes it a little easier to be able to talk with people and not stumble over words. I stumble over here and there. I would like to get people from throughout the world, because I have the capability of bringing their computer or their cell phone or their iPad or even their Android stuff into the live stream via video and audio, and they can also share their screen if they want to, if they want to share something. Wow. Okay, I'm almost done with my coffee, and it's almost half an hour, and I told Joan that I was just going to do a half an hour. It looks like a half an hour live stream, just real short, to the point. Oh, I know what it is. Well, look at all the people that are on the street. I mean, gee. But it's a Friday. I wonder if our corner store here is open. Let me look. It's open. Well, I'm going to sign off for now. I hope everybody stays safe, and we'll see you on the flip-flop. So, over and out now.